Which players should Coach Nelson Nabi keep or sell before the start of next season? What about this guy, Samkelo Zwane? Let's get into it. Let's start in goal with this guy, Bruce Boomer, who played more than 90% of the games under Coach Nelson Nabi this past season. This guy, Bruce Boomer, costed us a lot of games, made so many silly mistakes. That is why former goalkeeper Itumeleng Khune actually came out and said Bruce Boomer seems like he learned nothing from Itumeleng Khune when they were still playing together at Kaizer Club, because this guy, that is Ronwen Williams, been doing very well at MAMELODI Sundowns. It seems like Ronwen Williams learned something from Itumeleng Khune when they used to play together at Bafana. So for me, Bruce Boomer, we should actually sell him, let him go. Another goalkeeper is Brendan Peterson. So to be fair, Brendan Peterson didn't play a lot of games for Kaizer Club due to injury under Coach Nelson Nabi, but at the end of the season we saw Brendan Peterson coming back, especially at the Nedbank Cup final against our arch rivals, that is Orlando Pirates Football Club, and he actually did well. But guess what? Should we keep him? Should we sell Brendan Peterson? If you ask me, Brendan Peterson, previous seasons when he was the number one goalkeeper in Kaizer Club, the story was the same. He made a lot of mistakes, especially in games, big games against MAMELODI Sundowns. I saw Brendan Peterson making silly mistakes. So if you ask me, should we keep or sell this guy, that is Brendan Peterson, my answer would be Brendan Peterson, go. Sell him. And then another goalkeeper is this guy, Fiakri Ntwari, whom we signed from TS Galaxy. I think Fiakri Ntwari was forced down our throat by Tim Sukazi of TS Galaxy. Yes, when he joined Kaizer Club, Fiakri Ntwari was starting. He went to represent his country during AFCON games, and I think he was injured, and then that was the last time we saw this guy, Fiakri Ntwari, play for Kaizer Football Club. Is he good enough to play for Kaizer Football Club, to wear the gold and black jersey of Amakos? If you ask me, should we keep or sell Fiakri Ntwari? My answer is Fiakri Ntwari, go. Yes, go. All our senior goalkeepers, go. They are not good enough to wear this gold and black jersey of Kaizer Football Club. The young Wuntle Mulive. Have you ever seen Wuntle Mulive playing for the first team of Kaizer Football Club? The answer is no, but the problem is that for now, Wuntle Mulive is seriously injured. If you ask me, even if when Wuntle Mulive is fit, it's either we sell him or let him go on loan. Let the boy go on loan. That's it. Those are my goalkeepers. So as far as I'm concerned, or keep on sell, we don't have goalkeepers that are good enough to play for Kaizer Football Club. I would rather go for this guy, that is Sterling Wabili, that is Chippa United number one goalkeeper, Nigerian number one goalkeeper, who proved himself that he's a very good goalkeeper during AFCON games. I'm pretty sure most of you Kaizer Chiefs fans will be happy to see this guy, Sterling Wabili, being the number one goalkeeper at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's now go to our defenders. We have so many defenders, and most of them, if you ask me, are not good enough to wear the gold and black jersey of Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's start with this guy, Edmison Dove. Injury prone Edmison Dove, and if you ask me, I like Edmison Dove. He's a very good defender, versatile, can play as a left back, and he can also play as a center back. But the question is, are we keeping him or are we selling Edmison Dove? Tough one for me because I love him. If you ask me, I'll extend Edmison Dove's contract and keep him at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club for one more season. Another defender is Zita Gwiniga, whom we signed from Stellenbosch FC. Actually, before he went to Stellenbosch FC, he was actually playing for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, and then he returned. Is he good enough, Zita Gwiniga, to play for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club? If you ask me, no. We are not keeping Zita Gwiniga. So for me, Zita Gwiniga, go. I don't care where you go, so just go. Leave my football club. You are not good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Another defender is this guy, Rashwin Dodley, whom we signed this season from Cape Town Spurs. Left-footed center back. What a player Rashwin Dodley is. He came to Kaizer Cup and we saw Rashwin Dotley representing the first team of Bafana doing very well. Unfortunately, Rashwin Dotley picked up an injury that kept him out of the season. So he was actually one of our best defenders. And if you ask me, do we sell or keep this guy Rashwin Dotley? My answer will be a big yes. Keep Rashwin Dotley at Kaizer Cup for a very long time, because he's a very good defender. Another defender is this guy Dylan Solomons, who plays as our right back. Yes, Dylan Solomons, hard worker. He can run that right wing back and forth. He's got the stamina. Technically, for me personally, Dylan Solomons is not good enough. It's not good enough to play for a big club like Kaizer Cup. So if you ask me, are we keeping Dylan Solomons or are we selling Dylan Solomons? My answer will be sell Dylan Solomons for next season. Another defender is this guy Happy Mashiane. Kaizer Chiefs young player, came up from the ranks, played in the final of the CAF Champions League against Al Ali Football Club, and he got a red card. That is Happy Mashiane. And from there, we never saw the best of Happy Mashiane. Yes, he's been there. I think Happy Mashiane should have left Kaizer Cup a long time ago, because under each and every coach that came, he never became a regular player at Kaizer Cup. That is Happy Mashiane. So if you ask me, should we keep or sell Happy Mashiane, the answer will be a big yes. Sell Happy Mashiane. Another defender is this guy Given Msimango, who used to be the captain of TS Galaxy. So much was expected from Given Msimango, and if you ask me, he hasn't really done bad, Given Msimango at Kaizer Cup. Unfortunately, under Coach Nasser Nabi, he brought another defender that took the position of Given Msimango. So if you ask me, do we keep or sell Given Msimango, it's a tough one. I'll rather put Given Msimango on the bench. Don't sell him, put Given Msimango on the bench. Another defender is this guy Riff Frosler, who plays as our right back. Very good player, technically good with both feet, can play on the right, can also play on the left. Do we keep him or sell him? That is Riff Frosler. If you ask me, I'll keep Riff Frosler for one more season at Kaizer Football Club. Another defender is this guy Bradley Cross. Came in late at Kaizer Football Club under our new head coach, that is Coach Nasser Nabi. Played a handful of games, and in majority of those games, I think Bradley Cross did well. Mlungu, do we sell him or we keep him? I'll say let's keep Bradley Cross at Kaizer Football Club. Another defender, center back, this guy that is Inacio Miguel, potentially is going to be, or he has the potential to become the captain of Kaizer Football Club, a leader at the back, a commander. I think the reason why we signed this guy Inacio Miguel, he was recommended by our head coach, that is Coach Nasser Nabi. So if you ask me, do we sell or keep Inacio Miguel? My answer would be keep Inacio Miguel at Kaizer Football Club. Let's now move on to the midfielders.
Oh no.
This one is going to be an exodus of players that are going to be on the exit because they are not good enough to play for Kaizer Football Club. They are not good enough to wear this gold and black jersey of Amakosi. And the first player that we're going to be talking about, if whether we sell him or keep him at Kaizer Football Club, is this guy Sibongiseni Oxmtwetwa, whom we signed from Stellenbosch FC. Is he a footballer, Sibongiseni Oxmtwetwa? Some are saying he should just go and start singing Mbaqanga or something like that, because this guy, to be quite honest, is not good enough to play for a big club like Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So if you ask me, this guy Oxmuteta should be sold by Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, because it's not good enough to wear the got and black jersey of Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Oxmuteta, leave my football club. Let's go to another midfielder, Njabulo Blom, who left Kaizer Chiefs Football Club to go and play in America at the MLS. Came back Njabulo Blom to play under Coach Nasser Nabi. What did Njabulo do this season for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club? He can play as a right back, he can play in the midfield, but since coming back from the MLS, Njabulo Blom has not been good enough for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So for me, let him go back on loan. Let him go back to his parent club in the MLS, because for me, Njabulo Blom seems not to be good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So Njabulo Blom, via return to America. Let's go to another that we saw lifting the Nedbank Cup trophy as the first captain to do so in 10 years for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, and he scored the winning goal in that important Nedbank Cup victory for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, and that is our captain Yasif Mart. Do we sell or keep Yasif Mart at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club for the coming season under our head coach, that is Coach Nasser Nabi? Tough one, because he's got the heart. He loves Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, that is our captain Yasif Mart. But the big question is, if we are to bring back the glory days at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, we need good players, we need top quality midfielders, leaders who are good enough to be the captain of Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So for me, do I keep or sell our captain Yasif Mart? I'm gonna say sell Yasif Mart. I'm sorry. Yes, he scored some beautiful goals, especially against Orlando Pirates Football Club. The most rememberable one that from far out scored a winning goal against Orlando Pirates, and also in the Nedbank Cup final. So thank you very much, Yasif Mart, for what you did for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, especially with lifting the Nedbank Cup trophy. But please leave my club. I will let go of Yasif Mart at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club for the coming season. Let's go to another midfielder, an attacking midfielder if you might say, and number 10 if you might say, and that is GASTON, whom we signed this past season from MAMELODI SUNDOWNS. For me, when we talk about top quality players, we're speaking about this guy GASTON. For me, GASTON is the only top quality player at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. The problem is the age and the temper of GASTON. Short-tempered, gets a lot of yellow cards, unnecessary yellow cards and red cards. And for that reason, do I keep or sell GASTON? So if you ask me, I'll let go and sell GASTON for the coming season at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. As much as I like and love GASTON and think that this guy GASTON is a top quality player at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's go to another attacking midfielder, this guy Samkelo Zwane. For the better part of this season that just passed, Samkelo Zwane was injured, came back late, came on as a sub now and then, showed that glimpse of a good player. But if you ask me, do I keep or sell Samkelo Zwane, I don't even to think hard about it. I would rather sell Samkelo Zwane and let him go and leave Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's go on to talk about another midfielder that has been at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club for more than 5 years now, and he has done absolutely nothing at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And some people will still say he's still young. That is Nkosi ungiphile Mshini Ngcobo. He has the technique, good left foot. Is he lazy or he just don't have the stamina? He does not have the zeal. He does not have that thing, that is Mshini Ngcobo. For me, the ceiling is here. He has reached the ceiling as far as him becoming a good player going forward. There's nothing that we're going to see from Mshini Ngcobo. We've seen enough of Mshini Ngcobo at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. He's never going to be a regular starter at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, and if you ask me, he's not even good enough to start from the bench. That is Mshini Ngcobo. So for me, it's time, after more than 5 years, to let go of Mshini Ngcobo to go and play for another team in the Betway Premiership. So do I keep or sell Mshini Ngcobo? So the answer, you heard me, let go, sell Mshini Ngcobo at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club for the coming season, and our head coach, that is Coach Nasreddin Nabi. Let's go to another left winger, that is MFUNDO, whom signed from Golden Arrows. So the difference between Mshini Ngcobo and MFUNDO is that MFUNDO is a hard worker. He has the stamina. He works really hard. Technically, for me, if you ask me, MFUNDO is not good enough. So for that reason, do I sell or keep MFUNDO for the upcoming season at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club? I'll keep MFUNDO, but he would rather come from the bench. For me, MFUNDO is not good enough to be a starter. Starting 11, not good enough for me. I want more from my wingers, so he doesn't give me more, especially creativity. He loses balls that is not supposed to lose. Sometimes his passing are not accurate. So if you ask me, yes, don't sell him. MFUNDO, keep him at Kaizer Chiefs Club, but he must come from the bench. So let's go to another midfielder. He's been injured, and then when he's fit, he does not get to start. I don't know why, because this guy not only is a good midfielder, not only can he pass the ball, but he gets into the box and he used to score important goals for us, Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. I'm talking about this guy, that is Edson Castillo. Do we keep or sell Edson Castillo for the coming season under Coach Nasreddin Nabi? It seems like Coach Nasreddin Nabi thinks that this guy Edson Castillo is not good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Club. For me, Edson Castillo is much better than the likes of Oxum Tetra. He's much better than so many midfielders at Kaizer Chiefs Club. So if you ask me, I wouldn't mind Edson Castillo starting from the bench. But for the sake of Edson Castillo's career, I will have to opt on selling Edson Castillo for the coming season at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, because Coach Nasreddin Nabi is not going to play Edson Castillo in the upcoming season of the Betway Premiership. Let's go to another midfielder. This is done. There's no coming back. George Matlow, who's been injured for a very, very long time, came back, was fit towards the end of the season, but hardly played under Coach Nasreddin Nabi. So if you ask me, George Matlow, he was never good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Club. My standard, guys, my standard are very high. So George Matlow was not good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Club. So do I keep or sell George Matlow? So the answer, you heard it. George Matlow, leave my football club. Let's go to another midfielder who I think should be modeling, because he models when he starts on the pitch for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So before the start of the season, we had a preseason in Turkey, and this guy on camera, like me speaking now on the camera with a mic, he came on, that is this player that I'm talking about, he came on and said that what he was asked, what does he want to achieve in the season that just passed. He said actually wants to win the midfielder of the season.
Oh no.
What? He said it live on camera that he wants to win. Was it the midfielder of the season or the player of the season? I think it was the midfielder of the season. I'm talking about this guy that I think he should be modeling. That is Samkelo Zwane. Not good enough. Far from being good enough to play for Kaizer Football Club. This guy Samkelo Zwane is only there at Kaizer Football Club because his father used to play for Kaizer Football Club. That is why Samkelo Zwane is there at Kaizer Football Club. Coach Nazareth Nabi tried at the beginning of the season to give this guy Samkelo Zwane a chance to play for Kaizer Football Club so that he can show us whether he's good enough to wear this gold and black jersey of Kaizer Football Club. And Coach Nazareth Nabi likely saw it that this guy Samkelo Zwane is not good enough to play for Kaizer Football Club. So for majority of the games in the Betway Premiership, we never saw Samkelo Zwane playing anymore for Kaizer Football Club. So if you ask me, do I keep or sell Samkelo Zwane? The answer is a big full tag. Leave my football club. Yes, some of you Kaizer fans, or majority of you, some few Kaizer football fans and football lover in general, Pirates, SUNDOWNS fans will be saying I'm being too harsh on the model Samkelo Zwane. Yes, he's a model on the pitch. Samkelo Zwane is not good enough to play for my football club. That is Kaizer Football Club. Futsal Samkelo Zwane. Okay, let me not swear. Sorry for swearing, but Samkelo Zwane is not good enough to play for my football club. That is Kaizer Football Club. So sell Samkelo Zwane this coming season. I don't want to see him playing or wearing the golden black jersey of Kaizer Football Club. Any more midfielders that I've missed? Yes, there is one midfielder that I have not spoken about. We just signed him recently. Most of you did not see this one coming. I'm talking about this guy. That is Thabo Kele. Some of you were saying if there is any player that deserves to be called up for Bafana, it's this guy. That is Thabo Kele. A very good midfielder for Kaizer Football Club. A very good signing by Coach Nazareth Nabi. Do I sell or keep Thabo Kele for the coming season at Kaizer Football Club? The answer is a big yes. Keep Thabo Kele. For me, Thabo Kele is a better player, a better midfielder than all of the midfielders that we have currently at Kaizer Football Club. So if you ask me to keep or sell Thabo Kele, I would rather opt on keeping Thabo Kele next season for Coach Nazareth Nabi to build from there so that he can build a strong foundation in the midfield with this guy Thabo Kele being the leader of the midfield at Kaizer Football Club. So Thabo Kele, he stays at Kaizer Football Club. Let's now go to the attackers or the strikers up front.
Oh no.
Guys, if you did not see this one coming, this guy Unchebe, I blame our management. When the rumor started that Kaizer Football Club are about to sign this guy Tashrik Morris at Kaizer Football Club, I'm like, that can't be true. What has he done for Cape Town City? How many goals has he scored? Has he ever been on the list of top goal scorer in any season in the PSL? Is he a prolific goal scorer? Why are we signing Tashrik Morris? Yes, he was injured for the better part of the season when we signed him at Kaizer Football Club under Coach Nazareth Nabi. But when he gets to start, what does he do? How many goals has he scored? 1, 2, 5 as a striker. Why did we sign him? Our management, please tell me who signed Tashrik Morris to become the top striker at Kaizer Football Club? Was it Coach Nazareth Nabi who recommended our management to go and sign Tashrik Morris? And you'll blame Nkosazana Rinabi for not delivering when our management is signing useless players like Tashik Morris. So do I sell or keep Tashik Morris for the next season at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club? The answer is, I don't have to say it. Do I have to say it? I just have to say, we're not Tashik Morris.
No.
Futsal, leave my football club when I'm chairman. Let's go to other attacking players with this guy, Wandile Duba. To be quite honest, I didn't see Wandile Dube become a regular attacker at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, but Coach Nasser Nabi saw something else from Wandile Duba. And I'm gonna be honest, yes, he scored some important goals for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Like I said, my standards are very high. I've seen so many good players at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, attacking players. I've seen the likes of Abia Nale playing up front. I've seen Knowledge Musona. I've seen Collins Basuma. I've seen so many good attacking players at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And this guy, Wandile Duba, is far from being a top player. And I don't think he will ever become a top player, not for a big club like Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So if you ask me, do I sell Wandile Duba or keep Wandile Duba? My answer will be Wandile Duba, go. Leave my football club. I will sell Wandile Duba for the upcoming season at Kaizer Chiefs Club, because for me personally, I'm sure most of you Kaizer Chiefs friends will be saying, this guy does not know football. No. I know a good player when I see one, and this guy Wandile Duba is not good enough to play for my football club. It's not good. If we want to be that dominant team in the Betway Premiership, if we want to lift trophies, we can have Wandile Duba as our best striker up front. We can't rely on Wandile Duba to score the goals for Kaizer Chiefs Club, because he's not going to do that. So for me, I will sell Wandile Duba at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's go and talk about another attacking player. This guy, Mduduzi Shabalala. Technically good, can take on the players. It's a tough one, guys. Mduduzi Shabalala is a tough one. I don't want him to leave my football club, but I will not have Mduduzi Shabalala as a starter in my starting 11 next season. So I wouldn't mind Mduduzi Shabalala coming from the bench. So for that reason, I'll keep Mduduzi Shabalala at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Let's talk about another striker. I hope I don't lose it when I talk about this player. At one point, when he joined Kaizer Chiefs Football Club, because he was scoring goals for his previous club, and when he came to Kaizer Chiefs Club, he was given the jersey number 7, and I called him CR7. I called this guy,
oh no,
Chivaviro Ranga. Chivaviro has a C, Ranga has a R, and he wears jersey number 7 at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. So it's CR7, Chivaviro Ranga, striker of Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. How many goals did he score? Coach Nasser Nabi at the beginning of the season trusted Ranga Chivaviro, thinking that the CR7 would bang in the goals. Started, scored, missed. The fans booed Ranga Chivaviro. Ranga Chivaviro came out, scored a goal after missing so many chances in one game, and said the fans talking too much. But let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Ranga Chivaviro, the guy that I used to call CR7, is fucking not good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Why now? Who says us? The fans talk too much. You never proved yourself when given a chance to play as a striker for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. You missed some chances, a lot of chances. Guys, Ranga Chivaviro, not good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs. So if I had to choose to keep or sell Ranga Chivaviro for next season, will sell. I will sell. Not even sell. Let him go for free. Let him go for free. next season. I don't want to see Ranga Chipabiro at Kaizer Chiefs Football Club because it's not good enough to play for my football club. Let's go and talk about another striker. This guy can run. This guy was signed under our then head coach, who's now the head coach of Amazulu, that is 10-1, Arthur Zwane Betway. Arthur Zwane Betway actually said this guy is one of the best strikers that he has ever seen because he's technical good, he can score goals. I'm just saying the words that came out from Arthur Zwane. When Arthur Zwane was the head coach of Kaizer Football Club, this guy, that is Ashley Dupreez, was signed by Kaizer Football Club because he was doing well for Stellenbosch FC. But since joining Kaizer Football Club, what I've seen from Ashley Dupreez is that he's a hard worker. He can run. Scored a couple of goals for Kaizer Football Club. But can we rely on him on scoring a lot of goals for Kaizer Football Club? At least 10 goals a season? I don't think so. Should we sell him? Should we keep Ashley Dupreez at Kaizer Football Club? Let me take a deep breath because it's a tough one. I would rather let Ashley Dupreez come from the bench and not be a starter. So for that reason, please Coach Nazir Nabi, please the management of Kaizer Football Club, just keep Ashley Dupreez. Keep Ashley Dupreez not as a starter, but as someone who can come out from the bench and change the game for Kaizer Football Club. So for that reason, I will keep Ashley Dupreez for the next season at Kaizer Football Club. Let's talk about another attacking players, mostly a winger, but for this video, let's consider this guy, Glodli some call him Lollipop, who was signed. For me, the reason why we signed Glodli is because of this guy, Coach Nasser Dinabi. Which players were signed by our head coach, that is Coach Nasser Dinabi, since he joined Kaizer Football Club? It's only 2 players, if you ask me. 2 players that came out from the mouth of Coach Nasser Dinabi, and Nabi said, management of Kaizer Football Club, please go and get me this guy, that is the attacking player Glodli Lepo, as well as defender Inacio Miguel. For me, those are the 2 players that were signed by the head coach himself, that is Coach Nasser Dinabi. The rest of the players that were signed by Kaizer Football Club, I think the management were the reasons why we signed those players. Jablo Blom, for example, was the reason why the management was the reason why he came back on loan. Thabo Kele has been on the radar of Kaizer Club for very many seasons. So our management were the reason why we signed him. Forget that Kaizer Club. Most of you will forget that this past season, Kaizer management decided to sign a player that was not playing for so many months, and we ended up letting go of that player without kicking a football. After being signed by Kaizer Football Club, he used to play for Orlando Pirates Football Club. He was not even a regular at Orlando Pirates Football Club. I'm talking about Bongani Sam, who even went to take him for pre-season. Obviously, he was injured, so he came back early in that pre-season time, and we never saw him at Kaizer Football Club. The management decided, you know what? He's not going to play for Kaizer. Why sign Bongani Sam at Kaizer Football Club? Our management, guys. Tasrik Morris, why sign him at Kaizer Football Club? What is he going to do? Our management have done. They've let us, the fans of Kaizer Football Club, down so many times at Kaizer Football Club. So if you ask me, as far as Glodli Lepo is concerned, do I keep or sell Glodli Lepo? I'm pretty sure. I mean, even Coach Nasser Dinabi came out and said Glodli Lepo has not reached his peak. Nabi is saying we are actually going to see a lot from Glodli Lepo. He scored so many, or a couple of good goals. I remember 2 brilliant goals. For me, Glodli Lepo should not be coming from the wings. I'll rather see, or I would love to see Glodli Lepo playing as a striker up front, because I see him scoring a lot of goals for Kaizer Football Club. Even if he's not scoring 20 goals a season, he can score 10, 15 goals a season, because the chances that the likes of Ashley Dupreez, the likes of Rangachi Vaviro, Morris have been getting when they're playing up front, this guy Glody Lebo will be scoring those goals. Glody Lebo will be converting those chances into goals. So for me, do I keep or sell Glody Lebo for the upcoming season? So my answer will be a big yes. Keep Glody Lebo this coming season under our head coach, that is Coach Nazareth Nabi. Another attacker, probably the last one that we're going to talk about in this video, is the young left-footed Mfundovilakazi, who just won, I don't know what you call it, it's the AFCON for the under-20. A very good player, Mfundovilakazi. Coach Nazareth Nabi at the beginning of the season, he said that he's going to protect Mfundovilakazi from the press, from the media. So the only time when we see this guy Mfundovilakazi plays for Kaizer Chiefs Club is when he comes from the bench. And when he comes from the bench, it does well for Kaizer Chiefs Club. You can see the ceiling, unlike Mshini Ngobo, the ceiling from Mfundovilakazi is way too high. There's so much that is still going to come from Mfundovilakazi. So do I keep or sell Mfundovilakazi for the coming season at Kaizer Chiefs Club? The answer is a big yes. It's a big yes. Keep Mfundovilakazi at Kaizer Chiefs Club for a very long time, because he's going to do a lot for Kaizer Chiefs Club. He loves this badge of Kaizer Chiefs Club. He loves this badge of Amakosi. He loves the jersey of Kaizer Chiefs Club. So for me, I'm pretty sure even the coach, even the management, even you, 90% if not 100% of you Kaizer Chiefs fans will agree with me that Mfundovilakazi will stay, should be kept at Kaizer Chiefs Club for many more years to come. So those are the players that I would like to be kept and sold by Kaizer Chiefs Club. Like I said at the start of this video, my standards are very high. Sold all the goalkeeper at Kaizer Chiefs Club and most of the midfielder, likes of Samkelo Zwane, not good enough. Shini Ngobo, not good enough. Yasef Mart, Spongiseni Oxumtetwa, George. I mean, the only central midfielder that I say should stay at Kaizer Chiefs Club is only one, and that is the new signing, Thabo Tene, Oxumtetwa, George Mato, Yasef Mart. Leave my football club. I'm really sure most of the comments from football lovers, from Kaizer Chiefs fans, from SUNDOWNS, Pirates fans, you will say this guy is controversial, this guy does not know football. But my standards are very high. I've seen so many good midfielders. I've seen so many good attacking players. Knowledge Musona, Abia Nale, Jambule Mashango, Junior KHANYE. I've seen so many. Jose Torrealba. The list is endless. Collins, Ntofo, I miss those days. So that is the end of the video. Please don't hesitate, put on your comments. Who will you rather keep or sell at Kaizer Chiefs Club for the upcoming season, so that Coach Nazareth Nabi can win more trophies, can bring back the glory days at Kaizer Chiefs Club? And please make sure that if you are new to this channel and if you don't want to miss out on any video that is related to Kaizer Chiefs Club, make sure that you subscribe, put on this notification bell so that you're always informed when we drop a video here on our channel. Thank you very much for joining us.